This is Autoline Daily reporting on the global automotive industry. Well, wow, you can't look at the news today and not come away thinking that the auto industry has hit a massive period of disruption. AlixPartners predicts that the industry is entering what it calls a, quote, profit desert. EBIT margins have fallen from 5.7% in 2017 to 4.6% today and are headed lower. And Automakers' return on capital employed is down to only 2.8%, which is where it was just before the Great Recession. AlixPartners warns that automakers only have a few months to take action to transform their investments and operations if they want to survive the coming downturn. And in an action that is directly related to that, Ford announced today that it is slashing 20% of its European workforce. It's closing 6 manufacturing plants and getting rid of 12,000 employees. But even with all these cuts, analysts say Ford will have a very tough time meeting its profit targets for Europe. Meanwhile, Volkswagen is raising cash by selling stock in an IPO of its truck operations. VW's truck operations, which operates under the name Traton, includes Scania, MAN, and VW's own trucks made in Brazil. The IPO will raise $1.8 billion. And VW's board will vote this month to possibly approve an alliance with Ford, which will include cooperation on commercial vans, mid-size pickups, and autonomous cars. And here's another tidal wave about to slam the European industry. Jado Dynamics says European automakers could be fined as much as $39 billion by missing emission targets. By 2021, automakers must average 95 grams of CO2 per kilometer, but they're struggling to meet that goal, especially Volkswagen, PSA, and FCA. The findings are based on 2018 emission levels and don't take into account upcoming EV models, but EV sales will probably be too small to make up the difference. Even worse, automotive emissions in Europe have actually been going up for the last 2 years. Audi took a fairly standard approach to refreshing the Q7. It prettied up the front and rear ends, while pretty much everything in between stays the same. The interior was substantially updated, but it's nearly a carbon copy of the Q8. Depending on the market, the Q7 will be available with 2 diesel, 1 gasoline, and 1 plug-in hybrid powertrain. The gas and diesel will be available with 48-volt technology as well, and all are mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission and all-wheel drive. The new Q7 launches in Europe in September. Boeing is expanding its reach into vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, or VTOLs for short. It formed a partnership with a company called Kitty Hawk to collaborate on urban air mobility, or what we'll call passenger drones. The two companies are using Kitty Hawk's Cora aircraft, which is a 2-person air taxi and has 13 rotors. The plan is to make these VTOLs autonomous, and they are developing the safety and regulatory ecosystem that will be needed for them. Ford added a new off-road package for its Super Duty truck called Tremor. One of the first giveaways are massive 35-inch Goodyear tires mounted on unique 18-inch wheels. The front end was lifted 2 inches on progressive rate springs and large twin-tube dampers, with a rear stabilizer bar being tuned to the new springs. A locking rear differential is out back, while a limited slip differential is up front. Off-road running boards and skid plates ensure the truck can shrug off nearly any obstacle. And another unique feature is a rock crawl mode that's been added to the selectable drive modes. The Tremor package is available on XLT, Lariat, King Ranch, or Platinum F250s and 350s, with either the 7.3-liter gas V8 or Power Stroke diesel, 4x4, and single rear wheel. It launches later this year, but so far, no word on what it will cost. The Widebody package that was previously only available on Challenger Hellcats is now being offered on the Charger Hellcat. It includes integrated fender flares, wider wheels and tires, Brembo front brakes, and unique suspension tuning with Bilstein shocks. The package will be standard on all Charger Hellcats and available on Charger Scat Pack. It's currently a $6,000 option for Challenger Hellcats.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone Tires, your journey, our passion, and by DuPont, transforming industries and improving lives through material science.
In the fourth quarter of 2018, Tesla delivered a record 90,700 vehicles to customers. Now Elon Musk says the company could break that record this quarter, but it must go, quote, all out to reach that goal. The company previously forecasted it would deliver between 90 and 100,000 vehicles this quarter, after delivering only 63,000 in the first quarter. And in other Tesla news, CNBC reports that the company has a secret battery lab near its plant in Fremont, California, that's working on developing battery cells. This would help Tesla reduce its dependence on Panasonic, which manufactures battery cells for the automaker. And this news falls in line with Elon Musk's goal of making the company as vertically integrated as possible. But with all this EV development, how long can the internal combustion engine survive? That will be one of the topics on Autoline After Hours later this afternoon. James Martin, a powertrain analyst from IHS Markit, will be joining us, and so will Lindsay Brooke from SAE Engineering. Join us at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on our website or YouTube channel as we try to figure out when electrons will replace pistons. And a programming note before I sign off. Autoline Daily will be off all next week as the crew takes a well-deserved break for the 4th of July holiday. But that brings us to the end of today's show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.